You know, sometimes change is needed, especially in the camper van space, because there's so little you can actually do with the interior. What some people do is maybe they get a new rig. Maybe they discover that the van is too small and they want the next step up, which is a B plus, and maybe that's too small too. So they step up even further to a giant Class A bus. I'm not doing any of that, let me tell you. Instead, let me show you what we're talking about in this video. It's all about simplifying, changing style of travel. Going to give you some tips. I think you're going to like this video, and I'm super excited for this change. Hey, if we're meeting for the first time, howdy. My name is Scott. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go small, live large, all about the compact travel experience. In this case, it's an RV. It's a Class B RV. It's a Winnebago Travato. What I want to talk about today is changing style of travel to your current season of life, my current season of life. And what I learned over 5 years of traveling and living full-time in this van is that while we can't change the furniture, we can change some other things. So I wanted to show you that today. We're going to give you a very dramatic example right now. Let me show you this. And by the way, let me know which one you like better. This was my old style of meal prep. Actually, this is pretty fancy from what I used to do. Normally what I do is this, and this, gotta have something to drink, and this, and that's all I would use to make a meal. It was just sustenance, and it worked for a long time, And what I'm doing is pivoting big time to a different way of travel. This stuff is good, it did its job, but my style of travel is changing, and that includes having a meal. This is what supper is going to look like going forward in my van. And if you're eating supper with me, I'm going to treat you to the same situation. Placemats, bowls, glass, cool, black flatware, napkins, goblet, and glass. These are actually plastic though. Love this new setup, and it just gives a whole new flair of what travel is all about in my experience, which is discovery, having fun. I'm putting fun back into my van travel. After my sabbatical, we are back, and this is one example of what that looks like. But before we get here, we need to do a few other things, and that includes getting rid of some of this stuff and getting rid of these things. And then we're moving in the new stuff. As I mentioned, we can't change the furniture, so all we can do is just change some of these things I've applied over the years to remind me of places I've been, people I've met, experiences I have had. This has been my motto all along, and that's why a lot of you follow me. I appreciate that. But a lot of this stuff has been here for a long time, and it's time for a change. So what I'm going to do is actually clean out a lot of this, and we're starting with a blank slate, including that, and including this. I have a 60-day rule that if I haven't touched it or used it in 60 days, I probably don't need it. This is getting a complete makeover. This is getting a complete makeover. This is getting a complete makeover. This is largely staying the same. And what I'm going to do is clean all this stuff out, and then we're going to be moving the new stuff in. Out it goes, put it in a safe place, in it comes, and I am super excited for this new style of van travel. Let's get into cleaning out the van. First thing I'm going to do is empty out this cabinet here. Always fun one-handed. Keep these in. I may still use keep the paper plates around, but for right now we're going to just put these in there. These are Hydro Flask. They worked really well. They can't go in the microwave, so you kind of were forced to use paper plates. So a lot of times my eating setup looked like this, to be honest with you. You know, it's fairly rudimentary. Compared to this, I'm loving that. Okay, let's keep packing. And then the stuff up here is going away too, so you don't want to miss that. And then after I pack this, we're hitting this, and I got a couple tips for you down here. And what I always try and do is minimize clutter, which many of you have said my van is very cluttered. I would not disagree with you. Others of you have said it's pretty homey. I would not disagree with you either. But what I'm trying to do is just simplify this. So batteries, I mean, really, it's about every, what, 6 months? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put these in a Ziploc bag, and then I'm going to put them with my tools, which is probably where they belong. There might be a few other surprises in here. You never know. This is kind of like my junk drawer. So I'm just going to put all this in here. There's a super important, who knows why I need that? I don't know. Here's a house key to, well, I have no idea. So for today, I'm just going to get this stuff stored out of here. And so let's continue this. I'm just going to take all this stuff out, clean it, and then we're going to make it available for the next stuff that's coming in. The new stuff, fancy stuff. This has turned out pretty good. These are going into the storage. These are going to get repacked. Up here, we've made a lot of room. This is beautiful. My bag of coffee is going to go right here. It's amazing by just simply turning around the coffee pot. I used to have the coffee behind it. Look how much more room I gained. I'm not going to push that down. By just turning the coffee pot this way instead of this way. So one tip is 60-day rule. Second tip is it's like a puzzle. Putting things in a van is like a puzzle. You got to try a few different ways to see what fits best that allows you to get to what you need quickly. So clean these out. They look fantastic. Much better. Nothing like a spring cleaning in the middle of July. I've already started putting some of this away. I'm going to repurpose these probably. This is I use almost daily, so I'm going to keep that very handy, and these are going to be put in the appropriate place. Bag by category. Next thing we're going to do is remove all this stuff around here. I might keep these. I'm going to remove, probably going to keep that stuff. And then I'm actually removing my neon sign back here because I still love Texas. I'm still a cowboy at heart, but I got a new neon sign. All right, things are looking really good in the galley. What I'm going to do is remove this stuff. A lot of you ask me, how do I adhere things to the walls and to horizontal surfaces? This is mounting putty tape. It's kind of like a clay substance. There's several brands out here. This is Gorilla brand. It's really hard to find at retail. Sometimes at Walmart. You can get it on Amazon for sure. I live and die by this stuff. It holds everything that you see to the walls and to the table. And it's really, really sturdy. Do not buy the blue stuff. That's the Loctite brand. It gets brittle. It leaves stains. And this just is the best stuff, I think, on the market. Gorilla brand, mounting putty. Okay, let's remove some of the stuff. So as I remove these things, what I'm doing is I'm going to save them in kind of my memory scrapbook. What I've been doing lately is sending a lot of this stuff back to home base and kind of keeping the clutter out of the van, but keeping the memories. Going to move this out of the van into the trailer and then bring in the new stuff, and we're going to pack the drawers, and we're going to call it a wrap. Pretty cool. Learn anything? I hope so. Having fun? I am. This is so awesome. I've been thinking about doing this for many months. Life is a season. Time for a new season, new chapter, and now I have a blank slate to pick up things along the way. Pretty cool. And with a considerably smaller box, what I'm going to do is load up the galley with the new gear, new utensils, new dishes, new glasses, and new silverware. Pretty excited. I have one last thing to bring into the van. Anybody want to guess what it is? Well, I got to tell you, I'm really happy the way this turned out. It feels like a new van. I just saved myself $150,000. And that's what I would recommend for you. If you're kind of looking for a fresh face on the inside of your van, maybe do something like what we did today. Let me show you around and let me know down below if you like the improvements or not. It's pretty cool. Much cleaner up here. Still love Vanlife. Much cleaner up here. My plant is going to go right here. Much cleaner back here. New Galley. New area here. Nothing there. Blank slate here. Let me show you how everything fit up in the cupboards. Really happy with this. So these are the goblets, plates, bowls. Kind of scoot them off to the side to get them out of here, but no problem. Ready for this? This is the big reveal. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. And then spices and protein bars. That's a beautiful thing. And I even took it one step further. President County had to go. I've actually gone down and got plastic beer glasses. My Lucan box are going to stay behind these because I was always worried about them breaking. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to store them in here right next to the 7-pound bag of ice that goes here. And this is the way we're going to roll. So it turned out really great. Want to guess? Have a guess what the last thing to get into the new van is? Well, it starts with a B and it ends with an N. And if you've been around this channel at all, you know that we like, oh yeah, the bourbon. Oh yeah, it's so great. This is 1792. This is small batch, so fantastic. If you haven't tried that, try that. This is one of my favorites. Knob Creek 9-year, oh, so yummy, oh my gosh. And then I'm trying something a little new. I saw the video by the Bourbon Van, and they kind of recommended Jim Beam. This is double oaked. Probably not as great as Woodford Reserve double oak, but it's half the price. So, you know, what the heck, campfire, you got it. So let me show you where I'm going to put these delightful bottles. And they're going to go right up here in this section right here. So we'll put the 1792 back here like that. And we'll put the Knob Creek right here. And then Jim Beam, oh yeah, double oak. All right, put him right here. I got room for another bottle I can find on the way, maybe even two, we'll see. But that's where we're going to be. So this is when we get ready to pack for a trip, I have all this space. Pretty amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. What we do here is we provide content on places to take your van, tips, and products for your van. All this, I got these at Costco. This is Amazon, Target. So you just got to be a little resourceful, be a little curious, try something different in your next van trip. And again, it's just been an honor to have you join me on this new pace of van life, a little more fancy. I kind of like it. And if you want to get kind of behind the scenes, patreon.com/go small live large. We have a growing group of really passionate viewers there, and it's everywhere from $0 to $20, and you get a whole lot for any of those dollar amounts. And What's Up Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday, starting back up in August 2024. Don't want to miss that. And we've got in-person events. Those can be found at my website, gosmalllivelarge.com. Just been an honor spending time with you, and a bigger honor having you spend time with me. Until we see you soon, we say journey on and peace be with you. Thanks for watching. See you soon. What? You're still here? You rock. Hey, do me a favor. Right here, put the finish line flag to let me know you made it to the end of the video. You're a super trooper. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.